BLM. Hey.
What day is it?
It's Tuesday.
Where? What time is it now?
It's time to wake up now.
Hey, who's ready to have some fun?
Is this a test?
Got it.
It's too early.
Fun is fun.
Today is such a great day
For a Tuesday morning show.
Tuesdays are better.
This is true.
I can't wait to get started.
Okay, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Hold your ears, folks. It's showtime.
So if you think you're having a tough start to the week, yesterday, today, at least you're not this dude, Celeste, in Georgia, who got a speeding ticket yesterday. And they racked it up and they gave him the ticket, and it was for $1.4 million.
Are you sure that wasn't a lottery that he won? Like, what are you talking about?
No, they gave it to him, and so he called the place. He's like, "What?" He was doing 90 and a 55.
So that was a typo then, right?
It was. They said it was a placeholder. But,
so it wasn't a typo.
Well, it was a placeholder until they figured out the right thing.
The right fine.
But they wrote him up for 1.4.
1,480,032.51. The lady told me on the phone. I told her this might be a typo. I don't know. I'm not sure. And I told her the amount it was. And she said, no, sir, that's the correct amount. You either pay the $1.4 million or appear in court on December the 21st at 1:30 p.m.
The maximum for a misdemeanor is $1,000. If it's a misdemeanor of high and aggravated nature, the maximum would be $5,000.
That's his lawyer.
Wow.
Doing lawyer talk for you. So, yeah, it was a mistake, but still like 1.4.
That's a little overreacting there. You know, like that's a big fine.
When's the last time you got a speeding ticket?
I've never had one.
Stop it.
I have never had a speeding ticket.
You're very thorough driver.
I drive like maybe like 5 to 7 miles over the speed limit if I'm in a rush. But I am a nervous passenger and I don't like driving. If I could never drive again in my life, you can ask any one of my friends.
Yeah.
I would not. I hate driving and my daughter loves to drive.
What about you guys? Speeding ticket stories. Hello.
Yeah, I got a story for you. It's not about me, but back when I was a freshman in high school in Vanceburg, Kentucky, one guy and a gal took this car off the station that had been closed for 6 months and took her for a ride. Well, it only had reverse, and to come out in the paper, they said they was doing 105 mile an hour in reverse. You can't do that.
You lived in a freaking Dukes of Hazzard episode, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I got caught by an unmarked statey after having a few previous in my past.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
So no break obviously is given. Husband, not looking forward to hearing the news, and I didn't know how to break it to him. So I got together with my coworkers, and we wrote a poem.
Oh, my God.
And it began like this. Roses are red, cop lights are blue. I was driving so fast to get back home to you.
Oh.
And it went on and on and on, and it was an awesome poem, but it stayed on that line. And, yeah, it was a good poem. I wish I had it to read right now to you, but I wanted to share.
We get the gist. How can he be mad at you for that?
And at the end of the poem it said, and if I've learned a lesson from this, and if you're not too mad, could I please have a kiss?
Oh.
And so how did it go?
Well, he was pretty mad. I read it at the kitchen table with the family on Valentine's Day.
Listen to me.
You wanted witnesses.
And I had the poem decorated nice with hearts and on nice stationery.
Listen to me. Something tells me this is gonna happen again to you. Next time, read that poem to the cop.
Keep a copy in the glove box.
There you go.
Exactly right.
That's a good one.
I like the poem idea. I was like 105 going backwards.
Scary.
You get a special speeding ticket for that one. Especially. We got on a story about a guy who got a $1.4 million speeding ticket. You all jumped on that with your speeding ticket stories. We didn't even have to ask.
No, you're calling and bragging.
Hey, I got something strange about a speeding story.
All right.
Berlin, Connecticut, 1:30 in the morning. Pull out of the gas station on Route 15 to get on the Merritt Parkway.
Yeah.
They have a speed trap and an OUI checkpoint. Pull into the area. They pull us off to the side, asked what we were doing, where we were going, and explained it all to them. Looked the car all over and said, this is a nice automobile. I said, yes. I said, it'll probably beat anything that's sitting around here watching us. And the guy said, yeah, like, we've got, police cars, blah, blah, blah. So after asking us if we had drugs or anything else that might be illegal in the vehicle and we've been drinking, we said no. And the guy said, well, let's see what that thing will really do. I said,
No.
I'm really not that gullible, the fact that I'm going to go and break the law here and have somebody sitting down the road and get me for speeding.
Right.
He said, no, that's not going to happen. And I proceeded to do that. And those guys were waving their hands up and down and their flashlights and all that stuff. And we headed off into the sunset doing about 100 miles an hour down through that area at 1:30 in the morning.
So you were drag racing a cop?
No, we didn't drag race.
Oh, okay.
He wanted to see how fast the car would go in a short distance.
Now, was he in the car with you?
No, they
You just
all
watched.
stood there. There was like 6 of them all standing there. You could see their arms raising, the flashlights going up and down, and they thought they were standing at the starting line at the New England Dragway.
That is hilarious.
I'll
wow.
tell you, I tell this story. My wife and I tell it, and people just look at us like we've got no truth to it at all. I swear.
I believe
all my
you.
grandchildren. It was unbelievable. I've never had it happen, and it's a fun time to have some guys give them a little bit of entertainment at 1:30 in the morning.
Mare Parkway is a fun place to go 100 miles an hour. What kind of vehicle are you driving, bud?
Camaro ZL1.
Oh, bitchin' Camaro. Bitchin' Camaro.
Kentucky. Soulshine, that is Celeste and Mark's wedding song. Today is their 20th wedding anniversary. What a night that was at the Pavilion.
It was so fun.
Now an Urban Outfitters, but at the time, a fantastic wedding.
It was a beautiful wedding venue.
Oh,
It actually cleaned up really well because it used to be a bank and it had gorgeous marble floors and fireplaces and oversized leather chairs, and it was almost all completely candlelit. And we had a belly dancer, Jamala. Thank you so much. She was my dance instructor for many, many years, and so she danced for us at our wedding with pots of fire. And my Pepe, who was 96 years old, drove himself up from Florida, and he was enchanted
with the belly dancing.
Yeah.
Amazing. So good. Well, 20 years later, how do you feel?
Well, it might be an awkward day to say this, and Mark will understand. Like, don't come after me, but I kind of fell in love with somebody else over TikTok.
Who was a lucky person?
And his name is Damiano David, and he's the lead singer of this band called Manskin that I also play on my other gig, WCYY.
Oh, this guy?
Yeah.
But this is the guy you've fallen in love with?
He popped up on my TikTok. Then I start calming myself down from that, and Lenny Kravitz's new video.
There's 2 of them?
Jumps up.
There's 2 men?
Yeah, it's and I'm like, what is going on with me? Is this some kind of like late life crisis? Is it hormones? Like, what's happening to me? I haven't had a crush on like somebody in a million years. See, Captain has crushes on television people.
When was the last time I had a crush on
A
any
long time ago.
Like a decade ago.
It was a long time ago, but you would understand how I feel, and Deb would understand, right?
No, Deb falls in love with these guys on TikTok every day.
Right?
What do I have? I have no room to protest.
And
Right?
it's not like we want to leave you guys. We just want to fold them in.
These other 2 guys, the got Maniskin
Sure.
guy, Damiano David and Lenny Kravitz.
Damiano David and Lenny Kravitz. That would. I think it would just kind of round everything out.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.